like one of, that sound like one of them Transformer Optimus Prime kind of name,
I
you know, that
said
they
that
tell her.
too. Yeah,
but,
robots
but,
in
but,
disguise. Or
but
something
you see,
like
the
that.
Omicron is significantly weaker as far as
The
strength of
Delta.
the killability.
The Delta.
With the, of the
Yeah.
killer of the killability. So scientists are
Death
saying it
rate.
could possibly be the end of the pandemic. But it's a little far reach to say they just go. But remember in early in the movie, you know, Christian, me see who dead berry who mash up cherry, Lego the thing because
Exactly.
maybe that's nature's way. And I said this before weeks ago, months ago. Maybe this is nature's way to just strengthen the gene pool, kill off the weak in them, so the strong could reproduce. About now when me semi weak and my wife weak and me breed my wife and my wife end up and have a
Impregnate.
special need child, which is going to put more strain on community. Could be nature
So as we
strengthening the
ask
gene
you,
pool by just bringing a pandemic for the strength the gene pool. But what I really
Okay.
can't forget off of my chest, Joe,
Uh-huh.
the $2.08 billion that this is sending to all people. I comment under the new, I can't remember the new FBG Times, but the new newspaper that
They're
land
really
because them
new.
sabotage the old one.
They're really new.
And this is where somebody comment under my comment and say, you know, what is 2.8 billion for a country to spend? You all are too ungrateful. You really think that chump change can do all for a country? $2.08 is chump change for a country of 80,000, 100,000 people.
110,000.
110. So do all do $2.08 billion and divide by 110,000 and see how much each individual could get. And I tell people all the while, it's not how much we spend, it's what we could show for what we spend. One time my grandmother sent me shop with $20 and tell me bring back $20 worth of grocery. It's 25 cents ice. Back in the day, to sell ice. 25 cents ice I bring back for mama and me stop and play my hablo and the ice melts. So when I reach it's 10 cents what the ice reach home. You know what happened to me when I reach home is licks. So now we need to give the government some licks.
Okay.
Because 2.4 billion and then we don't even have a proper MRI machine that the most important person on paper in the country had to fly out because of kitchen scrapey head. But what we spend $2.08 billion.
Well,
These are things that we need to have questions and ask and then you have the other one now talking about your unvaccinated people coming upon me. This is the kind of thing, and this is what people intending to remember most about Parliament and this. That's the most thing that's passing around now is that video clip of me talking about unvaccinated people coming upon me because we have
that's how it is with Parliament though. All the jokes and thing and the word, yeah, they come out first.
Okay, the jokes and things come out, but nobody really concerned about how this $2.08 billion getting paid back. Or I ain't say we're not supposed to spend money.
Do you think that people understand what that means? Do you think that people are thinking, okay, this is good, this is bad? How should I feel about this? You know?
People don't want to understand. It has something called willful ignorance.
Okay, then.
That we willfully want to be ignorant to certain things. But if it was somebody else, for example, the people them who defending the 2.08 billion, right? If NDP was in power, they would have said that is bad. And the people them who cussing about it, if NDP was in power, they would have said that is good. We can't have dialogue without emotions because a lot of us always want to argue to prove that the next person is wrong.
Right. So either which way, you are going to get people on either side of the fence. Some people are going to say it bad, some people are going to say it good.
Exactly. And so hence why, Crystal,
what is the truth?
When you first meet pan the radio, remember somebody said me have to talk, me love talk out the two sides of my mouth, and I explained to the person why talking out of two sides of my mouth is absolutely necessary to see the whole story.
Uh-huh.
We have to talk it through the whole truth and nothing but the truth. Is always two sides to the story, Crystal. Your side, my side, and the truth, because all of us bias and all of us lie.
Okay.
I may lie sometimes, again.
He said Alawi, which means Max, you just admitted that I just lie sometimes. But you know, confession is very good for the soul. Listen, we're live on Facebook at Extreme 104 SVG, YouTube and Twitch. Right. So if you want to join us there, you can call us live at 457-1043. And of course, you can join us via WhatsApp. Now, let me see what else he was saying here. Now, the spreading it under the radar sort of see it. Now, isn't the end goal for everybody to be outside? I mean, isn't that the real end goal for herd immunity? So that even though you don't get 100% of the people vaccinated, which ain't gonna happen here anyways, but even though you don't get 100% of the people, at least that is the point of the shot, the jab, the vaccine, the thing that they chuck in your arm 2 times, maybe once, maybe 4 times. I don't know how many times people have taken that, but isn't that the end goal? So whether or not it happens now or then, isn't that the end goal? Additionally, though, um, if you are fully vaccinated, you really should be abiding by the same protocols.
So you
Point
really
blank.
should or shouldn't?
Should,
Oh.
should. That's what we are told. I go by what we're told because the furthest I ever reached with science is college. And I went, anyways. Brings me to another point. I'm sure people will be attending events unvaccinated. I believe so because nothing in the history of this pandemic says to me people will abide to the rules and regulations. Nobody abiding by rules and regulations. That's a fact. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Crystal. How you doing this
What's
morning?
up, my farmer?
Hey,
I'm
I'm here.
good.
How the soldier doing?
He is soldiering.
That's
He's good.
great. That's great. Big up the DJ and the whole team of Extreme, you know.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's why me heal up the them still. You know, me have to do that. You know, once we get the
Thank you.
chance to call in. You understand?
Yes, sir, man.
Enough respect to the item and you know good works and big up future anyway there. You know.
Yes, sir. All right,
He does
boss.
listen. He might listen on the radio station still. But me not hear his voice, man. You have to get once in a while. It's
Me
supposed to
me
big
will
up
have to send your him number or vice versa,
Right.
so I can
Yes,
link up
come on,
and
no, man.
you
Treat
know
you
what
my
I'm
soldier,
saying.
no, man. You know?
All right, boss.
Well,
Thank
everyone
you.
of my soldier still, you know,
Yes,
because of
sir.
respect to the whole team, you know.
All
But
right.
anyhow, me go like to big up a friend up in England,
Okay,
Gloria,
that make it
and
fast.
also my sister, you know, cause them lag on all the time, you know.
Okay,
And
thank
me have
you
a
so
some
much.
family up Boom Boom, the Kendra Barker. And
Mhm.
also me have a friend right there by Miss Samuel.
Get off the chest.
Big up yourself, Miss Gail,
Yes.
Miss Samuel Gail, right?
All right.
Enough respect, Crystal. You have a blessed day, though.
You too, man. Big up yourself.
All right,
Peace.
respect.
Peace, man. Peace be with you. They're nice, eh? Got some real nice
So
listeners.
like it in the hills, boy.
So sometimes is where I want to be in the hills, All right. So good morning to Twin. Something else somebody wants to get off their chest this morning. Whew. Yeah, I like that. I like that tall man. Crystal, good morning. DJ Lano, big up. Oh, people are talkers, but when it comes time to act, they sit and do nothing and expect others to take actions on their behalf. Almost every day, I hear individuals calling the station, criticizing the government and the opposition. And when it's time for them to act or show their support in civil or economic protests, they cannot be found. Well, they gone in hiding. It appears our love for political division and pulling down each other is more important than putting our heads together and come up with ideas to move our country forward in a positive manner. If you don't like what is happening in the country, then make every effort to make that change. Don't just talk about it and fail to put to action. Action is more effective than words. Yes. So why don't people act? Why don't people come out? Why are we a bunch of talkers according to the response here? Why? I think when we get to a point that we are able to answer that, perhaps we can come up with a solution to the problem of always talking, and not walking. It's detrimental to development, I'm telling you that. People who are always just talking, and they're not doing anything about it. I mean, look at what we had the other day. I wouldn't even call that a protest anymore.
Which one?
Exactly. And you know, the funny thing about that is that you would hear responses, you would hear about people who wanted to go and just didn't. You would hear people sending like responses and say, don't read it. I mean, they can't really come through the camera and see who's sending the message because everything is right here and it's completely confidential. But if you want us to delete it, we delete it. But I don't know. But I find the people who are always charged with issues, who always talk, the ones who always walking, not literally speaking though, but they have some real momentum. They have some real energy, because I'm going to be honest with you, like, if I'm pretty sure some people would have already given up. You talking on behalf of somebody who feels disadvantaged. Talking, cussing, screaming, and they don't want to do it for themselves for whatever reason, right? So you must say the blow, and you must say the criticism, and you must be the forefront. So if there's something bad to happen, you must take all of that. But if there's something to benefit, if there's some form of benefit to be derived from you standing up and talking, shouldn't you in the same breath take all the benefit? If you're going to take all the blow, take all the benefit too. Good morning, Elliot. How are you doing this morning? But that's not how things are. And we just, I don't know. We might be stuck in this place for, it's okay. You could like, yeah, pick up yourself. Oh, like that. Okay, thanks. I don't know how much longer we are going to be with this sort of mindset. Some people ignore issues deliberately. Some people can't speak because of their ties. Some people, I don't know. But that's what this person wanted to get off their chest. And yeah. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Hi.
I just want to say I support your argument 100%. It's too many times the minority standing up for the majority in all aspects of life. And it cannot work. It's time enough for people, instead of slaying back, stand up and fight for what you believe in. Whether it's on a walk, whether it's the situation right here, wherever part of life, in your house, wherever. You don't want to stand up, but you want to reap the benefit. And as you say, the person that stand up, if they go down by themselves while you standing. But if there is benefit, you lay back, quiet, makes no contribution to whatever we stand up for, but you reap any benefit. That is something I'm very discussed about. And I'm calling on my people, boy. You know what I mean? Many people stand up and fight. You know what I mean? Why are you afraid to fight for what you believe in? No one is going to hand it for you. You got to stand up and fight. Thank you.
All right. You're welcome. Urging Vincentians there to stand up and fight for whatever it is you're standing up and fighting for. Whatever the cause, you got to stand up and fight. You know, we should be a people say Vincentians, don't mess with them now. One, they love their own. Two, they love their own. You can't insult a Vincentian in front of a Vincentian, no matter what. Yeah, we should be able to say that so easily. Yeah. Real easy too. You see those people there, Vincentians? Don't mess with them. They don't take nonsense. Can we? And if we can't, when will we be able to say things like that? Huh? Next year? The year after that? Every country in the world. Boy, I tell you. Let me read it quick before. All right. Jesus. It's rough out here. Real rough out here. And I'll tell you why it's rough out here. Because you guys notice how frustrated people are generally. Super, super, super frustrated. Every time we talk about something concerning vaccine or COVID-19 or something, and you could just feel the energy sometimes coming in here. Right now, we are a super frustrated people, and you have to be careful about that, though. Let me get this off my chest. You have to be careful about that. Hello, good morning.
Hello, Crystal.
Hey,
What's up, morning?
what's up? What's up? Talk to me.
Boy, I don't know. I can't understand Vincent because I really want him if NDP was in power, if they was going to do the same thing as the US did.
They will come in peace. What you mean do the same?
These people take it into politics. Everything is politics in English. The country has to move forward and if it needs to be
They win.
Yeah,
Why they win, please?
I'm in the mountains.
Oh, you're in the mountains.
Yeah,
Oh.
I'm in the mountains.
Oh, excuse me, sorry. Carry on.
You have a nice day.
Oh, you finished. Thank you. Same to you. He's in the mountain there. You heard the mountain breeze coming over the airways. Mountain breeze. Mountain breeze is the mountain breeze. Yeah, man. Super frustrated people at this time. You have to be so careful. Sometimes they can't even watch somebody too hard. Because they just might leg on you like, miss, ma'am, sir, I ain't doing nothing. I ain't doing a thing. Oh, Lord. Much less when money involved. Like if you go line up to get some money from somewhere. Super frustrated. And it's like everything that happens must be since the beginning of the year, it's just adding to people's frustration. You have to be very careful. Real careful. And I'll tell you why though. You see this thing up here? Your mind, your brain, your gray matter? That's something you really have to take care of. And I know the leaders have to be focused on the agenda, focused on the country, focused on the community. But you also kind of have to be focused on the social side of things because they can have a negative effect on the overall development. You understand? Real negative. I mean, look, just the other day, somebody who was said to be mentally ill just gonna attack 3-4 people in Kingston. Who's to say that that's not gonna happen again? Who's to say that those are things that happen in isolation? I mean, that's just Kingston. But is it also happening in other communities and people just not sharing it? People just not talking about it because of shame or whatever. Super frustrated. So as individuals, you have to be very careful. Find a way to channel that sort of energy somewhere else. The finances, the other things that are in place, the social issues. Because sometimes I wonder if it's going to get worse before it gets better. You know? And you have to be responsible for yourself. So as much as you can, grab hold. Somebody says every country in the world has a debt to pay back. And that's just how the world runs that's just how the world runs. If St. Vincent doesn't have a debt, people will dead for hungry. That's my 2 cents. So, it is necessary, especially the small islands, to acquire some sort of debt. But what's the limit? How far will we go? Like Mona. How far will we go? Or is it just continuous? Just keep getting loans upon loans. Upon loans upon loans. And the revenue doesn't seem to be going anywhere. And you see all that national debt issue, that national debt talk is going to trickle down. People are frustrated right now. What is there to sort of lift people's moods at this time? NDP, ULP, no damn P, they're all the same. They're all the same. They're all the same P's. Let me play this, not show. Let me play this one for you.
Good morning.
Morning.
I heard you just say Vincent, you don't take nonsense.
No, I said that.
They've been taking nonsense for how long now?
That's what I said.
And they don't even know they're taking nonsense. Come on. They need to open their eyes. That's what they need to do. Open their eyes.
Do you have the key?
And see further than what's in front of them.
All right, thank you. Actually, I said you know, when you meet a Vincent, you're supposed to say, you should say, don't mess with those people. They don't pull down other Vincentians in front of other people. Like what it is with Kevin and Hope. What we do, because I'm a Vincentian too, I have to say what is done to some of our artists. Whenever artists get up there, I don't know why we just like to just pull them down. It's crab in the bucket kind of scene. I don't know. But we'll get there someday. Someday we will get there. I'll see you. Hey, good morning. Excuse me? There are some police officers outside to see you. Where? Serious? Oh, shucks, boy. Gone.